Hello learners, this is Habeeba with Excelwithme. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is research methodology paper. We are going to deal with the third topic, that is methods of educational research. First topic we have done educational research. Second, research problem. Now the third one is methods of educational research. Under that subtopic we are going to discuss qualitative research. Now methods of educational research, we must know the different types of educational research which researchers do in the field. Types of educational research can be classified into two broad categories, like purpose-based research, that is fundamental, basic, applied and action research, and based on types of data, that is quantitative and qualitative. Now let's understand what is qualitative research now. Qualitative research involves an in-depth understanding of human behavior and the reasons that govern human behavior. Quality itself tells you we cannot see that quality, maybe the feeling, honesty, attitude. So whatever qualitative behavior we want to test the subjects, we will do through qualitative research, that is in-depth understanding of human behavior. Now qualitative research lies on the reasons behind various aspects of behavior. What could be the reasons of that we study about the human behavior? Now simply it investigates the why and how of decision making as compared to what, where and when of quantitative research. Quantitative itself tells you about the quantity we are measuring. Statistically we will measure them in quantity. So hence the need is for smaller but focused samples rather than large random samples. Now qualitative research categorizes data into patterns, the primary basis for organizing and reporting results. Now largely qualitative research is exploratory. Examples of qualitative research are: study the reasons for the poor performance of SC or ST students in competitive examinations. Study the reasons for dropout of girl child or tribal children from schools. So these can be the examples. What could be the reasons behind them? We can study the poor performance maybe, or dropouts of girl child. All these we can study through qualitative research. Now qualitative research, what are the types here? Number one, phenomenological studies, ethnographic, case studies, historical studies and philosophical studies. Now let's quickly understand what are all these types of qualitative research now. Phenomenological research is a qualitative research approach that seeks to understand and describe the universal essence of phenomena, any occurrence, any incident that it will describe. The approach investigates the everyday experiences of human beings while suspending the researchers' preconceived assumptions about the phenomena. So researchers have some preconceived notions in their mind. So through this phenomenological research, what happens? They will understand the essence of it and what is the main motto or reason behind this behavior. A qualitative research approach that helps in describing the lived experiences of an individual is known as phenomenological research. The phenomenological method focuses on studying the phenomena that have impacted an individual. This is very important, we have to remember. This approach highlights the specifics and identifies a phenomena as perceived by an individual in a situation. It can also be used to study the commonality in the behaviors of a group of people. Now this research, phenomenological research, has its roots in psychology, education and philosophy. What is its aim actually? Its aim is to extract the purest data that hasn't been attained before. Sometimes researchers record personal notes about what they learn from the subjects. This adds to the credibility of data, allowing researchers to remove these influences to produce unbiased narratives. Through this method, researchers attempt to answer two major questions, very important we have to remember through this phenomenological research, that is qualitative. What is the main motto or main intention? What do they answer through this? What are the subjects' experiences related to the phenomena, that is incident or occurrence, whatever had happened? Then what factors have influenced the experience of the phenomena? That they will study this. We have to keep in mind these two questions. What are the subjects, that is sample which we are taking, those subjects' experiences related to the particular incident or phenomena? What factors have influenced the experience of that phenomena? They will study about. Now, a researcher may also use observations, art and documents to construct a universal meaning of experiences as they establish an understanding of the phenomena. The richness of the data obtained in phenomenological research opens up opportunities for further inquiry. Obviously, whoever are researchers, they do the work so that it will be useful for the others also. Now, let's see the examples here. The experiences of every war survivor or war veteran are unique, obviously. Research can illuminate their mental states and survival strategies in a new world. This can be the best example. And another one, losing family members to COVID-19 hasn't been easy. A detailed study of survivors and people who have lost loved ones can help understand coping mechanisms and long-term traumas. So these are the two examples of this phenomenological incident had happened already. So we are studying about the human behavior and experiences. So these are the two examples of qualitative research, that is phenomenological research. Now the second one, ethnographic studies. Ethnographic studies or ethnographic research, the emphasis is on naturalistic, that is total without control field studies. That is, ethnographic studies typically describe events that occur in the life of an educational group or a society concerning social structure. We have to remember this word ethno. Itself tells you about the social structures and behaviors and perceptions of the individual members. So, thus collects primary data, that is facts they occur as they occur, and interprets its meaning. That is, ethnographic studies use observation as a major technique for data collection. Data collection can be through both participant as well as non-participant observation. Now, ethnographic studies are extensively used in anthropology, that is study of human behavior, and sociology, obviously related to the society. Anthropology is studying about the human beings. Now, sociology is related to studying about the society. So in these two things primarily these ethnographic studies are done. Here are some examples of ethnography, that is observing a group of children playing, observing employees in a corporate office, observing medical personnel in a high volume hospital, observing an indigenous village, observing a high school classroom, or observing motorcycle riders. So these are the examples of ethnographic studies. Now the third one is case studies. This method involves an in-depth longitudinal examination of a single instance or phenomena or event. So it provides a systematic way of looking at events, collecting data, analyzing information, and reporting the results. As a result, what happens here? The researcher may gain a sharpened or deep understanding of why the instance happened as it did and what might become important to look at more extensively in future research. So this case study is in-depth longitudinal, that is they can continue the study about a single person or any case related. So they examine that instance or event. Systematic way of looking at event here. Examples: supporting teaching and improving student outcomes. So this one is one example. Now psychologists might explore how access to resources in a community has affected the collective mental well-being of those living there. So these are the two examples of case studies. Now the fourth one is historical studies. Historical research is concerned with the study of what was, history, about the past. History itself tells us about the past events. So they try to determine, evaluate and understand past events primarily to gain a clear understanding of the present and a better prediction of the future. Now, historical research thus seeks to provide a perspective on the past so that we may be able to understand the present and the direction of the course of events in the future. Now, this historical research is useful in understanding the trends and the problems associated with educational developments during a period of time. Also, we can understand how it was earlier. For example, we can take the NEP. NEP past, how it was, National Education Policy, now how it is. We can see the difference also, NEP 2020. What are the differences also we can go through. Let's see the example here. Historical research can also help us understand the rationale or background for the present educational systems like the one we have today by studying the educational systems that existed in the past in India. So this is a best example of related to educational research, historical plus educational research. Now the fifth one is philosophical studies. Now philosophical research studies in education can be taken up under historical research here. These studies usually deal with philosophical aspects of education. For example, related to knowledge and acquiring knowledge. So metaphysical, that is beyond, meta means beyond physical, we are going to understand, that is related to reality aspects, or axiological, that is concerned with values. Axiology means related to values, aspects of the education process. Philosophy, that self is the, what is the meaning of philosophy here? Love for wisdom. So we are studying about the love for wisdom or knowledge. So let's see the examples here. To study Gandhiji's skill-based education and its impact on National Education Policy 2020, or to study educational philosophy of Sri Aurobindo and its relevance in the present education system. So these are the best two examples of here. Now philosophical studies. Now let's see the difference between qualitative and quantitative research, because next we are going to study about quantitative research. Qualitative research here, descriptive. Under that we have survey, case studies, document analysis, developmental studies. Now here qualitative research, that is ethnographic, what we have understood, then historical and then philosophical. Now under quantitative research studies we have experimental studies, quasi-experimental studies and correlational studies. So I'll explain you the next topic, quantitative, in the next class. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.